But we got to see a little glimpse of it when LeBron shared to his social media that he was in the gym with Bronny. He was in the gym with Bryce, his other son, and they were getting after it. You can see some of that video there. I mean, I know that a lot is being made of Bronny, and I am so excited to see what he can do. LeBron still saying, hey, I got some, and Bryce is looking pretty spry as well. Bobby, what do you think LeBron should do? What would be prudent, especially, you worked in these front offices. How would you weigh this decision?
I think for him, I know certainly taking the guaranteed money route is probably the safe bet. If he did, that would take him up to $530 million in his career on court, the most ever of any player here. I think for him, certainly playing it out and seeing where this roster looks like, not lock into that contract, because if he locks in and signs that, for $47 million, you've got $20 million in cap space next year for 8 players. So I think the deal for me is see if there is a trade out there. And once you lock in, I think it kind of takes a little bit of the pressure off that front office here. So I understand it from both sides. Certainly the guaranteed portion, $100 million, is nothing to turn down. But to leave your options open as far as kind of just playing out this season. But Malika, you know this, there will be drama hovering over this organization if he becomes, the potential of becoming a free agent next year. Well,
and you laid this out really well in your article about the urgency and why, because of the cap space, whether he stays, whether he leaves, what they need to do if that was to happen. But here's the thing. The other thing that you laid out in your fantastic article on ESPN Plus right now, Bobby, that I'm curious to get your thoughts on here, Jalen, is that Bobby said keep an eye on the Cleveland Cavaliers. 1, because of the basketball they're playing, but 2, because of the cap space that they could have. What do you think of that?
I think that chapter's closed. I think LeBron understood for legacy purposes it was important once he left Cleveland to go to Miami to win championships, to now go back to cement his legacy by winning one in Cleveland. We know he and Dan Gilbert don't have the best relationship. I think once he won that championship and he left Cleveland, I think that ship has sailed. And so I don't believe that LeBron will end up a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers. And again, here's another point I want to make. If LeBron's not committed, guess what happens? You can't recruit players to come run with you. See, the one thing Giannis did that was really smart, he invested and reinvested in Milwaukee. So now people felt comfortable like a Drew Holiday or a Chris Middleton re-signing. If LeBron's not committed, it's hard to get other people to leave their situation to come play with him.
Well, speaking of Chris Middleton, he's another one of those 2023 folks that we can be starting to keep an eye on starting tomorrow.
I think he puts pressure on the organization to continue to get better. I like Jalen. I don't see him leaving LA. I think his life is here now. He's set up for life after basketball. His boys go to school here. To me, the only thing that makes him leave LA is if Bronny ends up going somewhere else and he has an opportunity to get maybe that 1 year or, he's Superman, maybe 2 years with Bronny at another organization. But I think LA is where he's going to be. I don't see him donning another uniform unless it comes up with the opportunity for him to play with his son.
But let me tell you what the organization knows that you know. You're a terrific dad. I see you coaching your kids. I see you out there spending time with them. They know he ain't leaving them.
Yeah.
So it don't even matter what happens with the con. They know he got that house out here, wifey out here. Exactly.
Houses.
They know the kids out here. Like, we always think about it as LeBron James, the superstar, not always LeBron James, the father, the dad, the human being.
Right.
And I don't think he's going to necessarily want to uproot his family to go play somewhere else.
Get out here.
Exactly.
Well, and as Bobby was laying out, this is not a simple decision to make. There are so many factors, like you just said, that come in to play here, and we can't possibly cover it all. Bobby did such a great job in his article. I encourage everyone to go check that out. We were going to dive into more of that in just a little bit.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.